It is day 4 of the 21-day upload challenge, to upload just some thoughts without editing, without high production levels. You can see again it's potato quality in terms of the recording, just getting the thoughts out there. Today I wanted to talk about self-love and a foundational piece of self-love, which is self-trust, something that I'm working on at the moment in regards to my weight that I'm talking about in this challenge, and the big focus of my 90 days. Building self-trust. And if you have it in other areas, how do you bring it into this one area? For me, it is about, or one step of it is keeping your word to yourself. I think there's many times where in other areas of my life, I set a commitment, I have a goal, and I just go for it. I don't need to think about it anymore once I've set it. I am just intrinsically drawn towards it as I feel that it's drawn towards me. I get the actions done in the area, especially in this last year and a bit of my weight gain has been, I'll say, okay, I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start today, or I'm going to start next week. And then inevitably that time will come and it'll be pushed off again. I know this is not unique to me. I'm just talking about, for me going forward, as I'm taking these steps to build self-trust with myself, keeping my word to myself. So that might mean not making promises that I kind of feel like I'm not going to work on or work towards. And it's also, if I do say something, then have the integrity to keep my word. As hard as it might be in the moment, because things might come up, pressure might come up, stress might come up, that gets me to a place in the context of emotional eating where I just feel like, bugger it, I'm just going to eat, I'm just going to have something. And instead of that, seeking out and relying on some different coping mechanisms, finding some different coping mechanisms, my teeth back in, coping mechanisms that work for me, and then practicing them. It's all well and good to say, okay, well, instead of this, I'm going to do this. Instead of eating, I'm going to journal. Instead of, having the ice cream or whatever it is that is a vice in that sense, I'm going to do something different. Identifying it is one piece, practicing it again is another. Consistency and practice to do it again and again until it's part of you, until it's a habit, just as the emotional eating and emotional overeating or binge eating or whatever you want to call it has become a habit because you've relied on it. I've relied on it. So creating new habits for myself, new rituals for myself, as what do I do when things hit the fan internally and I just kind of feel like, okay, that's triggered this set of reactions. How do I get in front of that and not just create a new set of reactions, a new set of habits? How do I condition it in until it is something that is unconscious? So that's something I'm working on, and so I'm going to be, over the next few days, identifying firm metrics. I already have in my mind what I'm going for, but I want to have absolute clarity on what those metrics are, as well as a support system, what I'm going to do instead. Again, I've already written all of this out, but to really start conditioning it in, keeping my word to myself. At the moment, I'm just doing consistently, adding more and more things. I don't want to overwhelm myself with a 20-step solution all at once. I just want to start building each habit upon each other, and I'll talk more about that as we go. So self-trust, keeping one's word to oneself. And I believe that when you do that, as they say in, I guess, self-help words or the new age kind of words. You know, the world will work or the universe will work and it'll come towards you. So that's one piece. I also feel that the opposite is true. When you don't keep your word to yourself, your self-confidence and your self-worth and your self-trust will diminish, because there is something inside you that recognizes, oh, I hear you saying that you're promising to do this, but I know it's not going to happen. I'm gonna put the ice cream into the shopping basket anyway, because I know that once we get home and it hits a certain time, you're going to be really happy you got that ice cream. So it needs to be something that's built ahead of time. And that's something I'm going to work on over the weekend, and conditioning that in, because that area for me, I've been strong in other contexts of life. So with business, with relationships, and I want to be strong in this context again. I have been in the past because I've been successful in the past, but again, I think the foundations need to be stronger and from a place of self-love, rather than I have to do this because, or I'm going to show myself or someone else because, from that place of anger, I guess, anger and self revulsion and upset itself. It needs to come from a place of self-love. I'm not looking for a quick fix here. I know how to lose weight or release weight, if you prefer that language, quickly, and I haven't found it to be effective. I'm going for a long-term solution here. So building self-trust is really important. So I'm going to leave it there. One concept for the night, and I'm out. If you've made it this far, again, thank you very much. I hope that maybe you got something out of it. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Ciao.